And now for our third composition with Siegfried. So this is again another study by Siegfried, and it was published 15 years ago in the Ayuri Akobia Jubilee Tourneys, and it won the 7th special prize. So do you have any background information or history about it?
Well, actually, it's Yuri. He was the Georgian, one of the Georgian famous composers of Endgame studies. We worked together once, but he did a lot of Georgian style problems, like those with king, rook, and pawn as the material. So I participated in his Jubilee tourney and won the 7th special prize, but I don't really have much background information to offer.
Okay, so let's try to solve this problem. If white is able to just promote his pawn, he should be winning, right? So if something like rook b8, check.
Well, if white is able to promote the pawn correctly.
Oh, yeah, good point. So rook b8, king a7, and c8 queen. Is there any problem? Okay, of course, there's a problem. Stalemate, of course. So like black can just play queen e7 check, and all squares are covered. So king takes e7 is forced, and it's a stalemate. So yeah, you are kind of correct that you have to be very precise while doing this. Okay. I'll just continue with rook b8, king a7, and now rook b7 check. King takes, and then c8 queen. Oh no, but then again, queen takes c8, king takes c8, and another stalemate. Right, okay, so that doesn't work either.
Yes.
And if white just moves his bishop away, well, I guess then queen d6. And black just drops his checks. Okay, so we need to be very precise.
If I might give a small hint, only a very small one.
Go on.
There are 3 main variations.
3 main variations. Interesting.
But they are all thematically connected.
Okay, so rook b8, king a7. Maybe the 3 variations could be king a5, king a6, and king a7, but maybe not as well. Because after king a6, there's simply c8 queen, and there's nothing much.
Yes, so 2 of the main variations come after king a7.
So maybe now white can try for bishop c6. The idea is if black gives a check, we try for bishop d7. Oh no, but that doesn't work either, because check, check. If white goes here, then check. Oh, and this is actually checkmate. Okay, white has to be very careful here as well. No, so bishop c6 does not work. How else can white continue?
So that black has always the threat of giving perpetual check means that white has to play actively.
Yes, very actively indeed. Like white should give checks always, and
Usually, white should give checks. Yes.
So rook b7. Let's just try to figure this variation out again. Maybe rook a7 check. The idea being after that c8 queen. But no, this should be a draw. So like what black will do is like check. Oh, taking on b2 would be bad. King c6, queen b7 mate.
Yeah, but I think you should give different checks.
Yeah, queen g3. No, queen g3 again, king c6.
Here it's too late.
Yeah. So instead of queen g8, because if queen d6, then there's queen d7 check. So and you have to take. And
Yeah,
I think this should be a win. Is this a win? Queen d6, queen d7, take, king b6, king d6, king here, and okay, yeah, king c5, and we win this b4 pawn. So
Yeah, but
yeah,
you just can give check on f6, I think.
oh,
Just prevent the white queen from getting into play.
okay. If king c7, then queen b6 check maybe.
Well,
Because if queen e7 or something like that, then queen d7 will come.
yeah, I think queen e5 should work, or queen b6 probably also.
So the gist is basically giving the diagonal checks.
Well, just give checks so the white queen cannot come into play.
Yeah. Right, so this does not seem to work with us sacrificing our rook. Oh, maybe white can play rook b8 and then rook a8.
Well, that seems logical.
If king takes a8, well now queen c8 queen with check and black will be forced to take it. So king b6 and c8 queen now maybe? Oh, again it's stalemate. How many stalemates are there in this position? Okay, rook a6 check, I just realized. King a6 and then c8 queen. Yeah, that should work.
I will need to have a look quickly.
Queen, king, king d7. Yeah, black is
no.
no.
Just one small question.
Okay.
What? Well, black has, I think, 4 possible moves.
Queen c8, king a7, king b6, king a5. Oh, stalemate again. King a5.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. And I can't do anything about that?
Well, other moves also don't win.
So here white does not have a win.
Well, you might want to go back a move.
Oh, c8 bishop. That is how precise we have to be, that it has to be a bishop and not a queen. Wow. And this time if king a5, then bishop takes e6. Okay.
Yes. So that was the first main variation.
Okay. Right. So let's just start from the beginning. So rook b8, rook b7. Maybe instead of king a8, black will try king a6.
Yes, that's the next main variation.
And What now? Again,
That's
I will try
probably
C8
the
queen.
difficult one.
I'll try C8 queen. Because
You try C8 queen.
if queen d6, then white has rook d7, check. Queen f6, rook e7. Black has to play queen g8. King somewhere. Where? Because this time black is somehow not in, the black king is not in stalemate. And so king c7 maybe. Queen g3 check.
Yes.
King c6. Queen c6 check or yeah, I think king takes b4. Wait. After queen e3, king c6. Black has queen g6 check. Oh, not queen g7. Queen g6, queen f3, or queen g2. He has to give a check, of course.
Yeah.
So, which one's the best? So in these type of positions, like, which check should he go with?
I think queen g2 and queen f3 both should draw.
Well, why not queen g6 is my question.
That probably also draws.
Oh, okay, that's great then. So I think the main idea was to play this queen g8 and then queen g3.
Yeah.
So c8 queen does not work because of a perpetual. Interesting. So I think white again has to sacrifice his rook. A7 or b6, I don't know, but...
Well, if you sacrifice it on b6, take with the queen, and let's just say you're not promoting anytime soon.
Yeah, black wins that game easily. So, I guess that leaves us one option, rook a7. King takes a7, and now c8 queen. But what difference does it make?
Well, it makes the difference that you still have a draw.
Wait, if queen g8, king c7, queen g3, king c6. No, again, this is just a draw.
Yes.
There's not much, yeah. Right, so rook a7 check. Feels as if that's not going to work either. Let's just quickly look at this once more. Is there any other move?
Well, you might want...
Yeah, I think I'm going to take back rook a7.
Yes.
Well, now white does not have any options left. Moving the rook back to b8 leads to king a7 again, and that's just the repetition.
Well, in theory, yes, but in practice, black would just give perpetual check.
Yeah, true. I was just... Okay, yeah, that's actually correct. So, That's not working. Rook b6, queen takes b6. Rook a7, king takes a7. Bishop can't move. And if the a pawn or whatever these pawns move, perpetual. And if c8 queen, perpetual again. I mean, does c8 bishop work? It shouldn't, I think.
No.
Yeah, and then queen g3 check, queen g8, queen g3, and again that's the draw.
So,
yeah, go on.
well, king takes a8 was a main variation, so king a6 also should have a white way to win, right?
Yeah, it has to. And there is 2 moves left which I have not seen. c8 rook, which leads to perpetual again, and c8 knight. And I am believing to think that maybe c8 knight is the best way to go. But what does it do? So queen g8 check.
Yes.
King c7.
How did you continue before?
Queen g3 and now knight d6.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, if queen g7 check then?
Yes.
Maybe king b8.
Yes.
Queen f8 check, knight c8, queen f4, rook c7.
Yes, and that's where the main variation ends.
So, but is black winning? Sorry, is white winning? After bishop
Yes.
b7, king a5,
It's,
what's the idea? So let's say black plays this in waiting move, queen g3.
Well, if you play queen g3, white will just, I think, sooner or later be able to untangle with bishop b7, king a5, bishop c6, king a6, and then you can start with knight e7 and...
So yeah, get the knight to d4, defends the rook, and then play king a8,
yeah.
rook a7 mate, something like that. Okay.
Yeah, it's not pretty, but it's working.
Nice. So back to the starting position. So we looked at rook b8 check, where black played king a7.
Yeah.
And now rook b7.
Unfortunately, the third main variation is not as beautiful.
Okay, I guess king a5.
Yes.
And now c8 queen. What's the harm? Well, stalemate, of course. Never mind. I'm getting used to the stalemate thing now, I have a feeling. Like, c8 bishop again, stalemate. So...
Essentially,
Go on.
The variation goes on for a bit, but the main point is actually the play after the promotion.
Oh, so after c8 queen?
Not yet.
Oh, not. Okay.
You don't want to stalemate.
Yeah. So rook takes b5, king takes b5, and then c8 queen.
Yes.
So queen g8, king c7, queen g3, king b7,
Yes.
queen, let's say c6. Okay, so white will play king b8 most likely, and then play queen c7.
Yes.
Queen f8.
Whoa. Wait, what? How did you get there? Oh,
Yeah, it was this, right? So queen c7, queen
f8.
f8.
Yeah, that also should work.
If king b7, queen f3. Wait, how does white untangle this mess? No, if king b7, if queen f3, then king c8 is not possible because of... Oh, yeah, king c8, of course. Queen a8 and then queen b8 check.
Yes. And the white is winning this.
Yeah, and if queen's here, then... Oh, yeah, then what? Queen d8. And slowly white is able to untangle.
Yeah. Didn't analyze that, I think, but the variation where you sacrifice the bishop, that was the intended main variation.
Yeah, that was quite a nice one. So just from the top again, rook b8 check. Now there are three main variations, two after king a7. So let's just first look at king a5 quickly. After that, it's important to sacrifice the rook and then play c8 queen. And slowly white is able to untangle. Beware though, if you try to play c8 queen, being very greedy, queen e7 check, and it's going to be stalemate. So after king a5 is met by rook takes b5. So now on to king a7. After rook b7 check, black has two options to play king takes a8 or king a6. If king takes a8, then c8 queen, you might think, oh, again, we promote with check, but then no, queen takes a7. Queen takes c8, king takes c8, and that's actually just stalemate. So it is important not to promote just yet. Instead of that, play rook b8, king a7, rook a8 check, king takes a8, and now c8 queen. After that, queen takes c8, king takes c8 is just a draw. And you may think, well, okay, then why would black take? He'll try to play something like king b6, but now rook a6 check. This time you have to take it, or else c8 queen will just come and that would be game over. And after that, c8 queen anyways, and we trade the pieces, the queens off, and it will just be a win for white. And the third variation...
After c8 queen, it is king a5.
Ah, yes, king a5.
It was c8 bishop for that reason.
Right. Oh yeah, even I got so confused by the stalemate. So c8 bishop is important instead of c8 queen. So if you try c8 queen, well, king a5, and now queen takes e6 is actually just stalemate. We don't want that. So instead, it is important to play c8 bishop. Still checking both, checking the king and attacking the queen. But after king a5, bishop takes e6 won't be a stalemate, as king b6 and king a6 is possible. And finally, the last variation, the third variation, is after rook b7 check, black plays king a6. And now, after that, you might think, okay, let's try c8 queen, but there is a perpetual check by black. Queen g8 check, queen g3 check, and there is no way to get away from this. Instead, it is important to play c8 knight. We're still threatening mate though, something like rook a7 checkmate. So black has to give a check, king c7, again queen g3, but this time white can blockade with knight d6. Queen g7, king b8, queen f8, knight here, queen f4, rook c7. And White has parried off all of the checks which black has given, and next he'll just slowly play something like bishop c6, knight e7, knight d5, king a8. The black king will still be stuck in its cage on a6, and white will just checkmate him simply. First of all, for now, I have to say goodbye to Siegfried. Thank you for preparing these 3 compositions. Quite brilliant they were. And until then, stay tuned with us and keep hopping.
Goodbye.